235 points, boys.
Is too much.
235. I will never touch it again.
Is too much.
But 235. I'm the best team in the league. Screw y'all.
Okay. So, we still haven't found music yet, and by we, I mean I haven't found music yet, so we're not going to have intro music for this week's episode because I don't feel like searching right now.
Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, and welcome back. What episode is it? 11?
11, I think.
Yep.
Episode 11. Big 1-1
Whoa.
of the Log Pod. I am your host, Jay, back at it again at the keys, even though I don't know why I'm here. I don't know who gave me this job. I'm kind of lost. Not a good fantasy coach. Not a good
Not a good
host for the
fantasy
podcast. What am I
coach.
doing?
Bruh.
Yeah, I'm taking a theory out of your book. I'm just
Didn't
gonna
you just say
be
you
super
had
humble.
the best scorer in the league?
I had a moment of weakness and
Okay, is that what we're
decided
calling
to
it?
and decided to get a little arrogant. Yes, all right. My middle ground team decided to put up the most points of the week, and I got a little excited.
Okay. Second team in your division. Whatever.
That's because my division's trash right now. Am I wrong?
I mean, you guys did win the week.
Again, this week, look at the overall records of the division.
It's 10-8 between
No,
Green
look at
Division
the
and Gold
division.
Division.
I don't care about the games head up. I'm talking about look at the division and look at the records of the teams in the division.
To be fair, you'd be second in the other division as well.
Well,
You would be. Actually, it would depend on this matchup. This
It would
head-to-head
depend
with
on
me.
this matchup. Yep. Right now, you'd be sitting third, but
well, see, T-Rex and Low Milk are both 5 and 3, so we'd be tied for second.
kind of. But you'd have the head-to-head with Rex and potentially the head-to-head with Kyle. So beat Kyle, you're second.
Facts.
It's not gonna happen. But anyway, we're getting off track. Yes, I had a good week. It will not happen again, just due to my team not having the players.
I think we're all dealing with
But-
injury woes here, man.
10. We have proven the point. But boys, how was your last week in fantasy?
Trash. End of sentence. Trash.
Okay. I was waiting for more.
That's all I got.
Really
Is
was.
Yeah,
trash.
how was the inside thoughts of the podcast bowl? We
I
should
had
talk about
fun.
that for a
I had
minute.
a lot of fun.
Oh,
I'm
I'm
not gonna lie.
fucking
It was
sure
a-
you
It was a great
did.
time. It was a great time. Absolute blast of a time.
I'm gonna be honest. I knew I was gonna lose as soon as your kicker and tight end put up 35 points on Thursday. I was like, that's game.
I also knew it was over at that point.
So not to
Fuck.
interject, but I had to cut my kicker, who has done nothing but be good for me the entire season.
hmm
And then I proceeded to get Boswell, who put up 20 points. So I really can't
Oh.
complain about my kicker situation either.
Yeah, Boswell had a great game.
Did put up 20.
You
Like, I was
should
watching the
really
game,
keep him
and he was-
because
I'm gonna keep him, but like it was one of those things where like I was watching the game and I was like, "Oh, our defense is gonna stop him! Heck yeah!"
another kick.
And then I saw it was like a 50-yard field
Yup.
goal, and I'm like, "Oh, sweet! I get extra points."
Yup. He had
And then it just
3
kept
over
happening.
50. He had 3 over 50 and 1 over 40. You got bonus points for literally every single one of his field goals.
I know it literally just kept happening. I was watching the game, and I'm like, I get more points. I get more points. They capped off a good weekend for me, but you know.
Yeah. So rounding off the kicker conversation in our game, Austin. Honestly, it was the first kick when Dicker the kicker got the tackle on the kickoff. I was like, okay, what the fuck? What the hell? All right, that's just
Yeah, that was
gonna
awesome.
sum up this week. That's not a good start.
I saw the 2 points. I'm like, oh, okay, you just kicked 2 extra points.
Nope,
and I'm
it
like,
was the opening
that's-
kickoff. He got a
that's for
freaking
that.
tackle.
Yep.
Ridiculous.
That just sounds like good team play to me.
Yeah, well, my team shat the bed, so
I was talking about him getting a kicker, a kicker getting a tackle. That's what I mean. Just
Oh.
good team play.
yeah. Did the Chargers win? The Chargers did win, so it was obviously the Dicker the
Yes,
kicker.
they did by a lot.
Yeah, it was Dicker and Gadsden. Those are the reasons that the Chargers won.
Gadsden's a fucking pickup of the century, dude. He's really saving my fucking crap draft. Dude, I drafted like absolute shit.
You know who else is saving your team right now?
Who's that?
Yeah,
Jonathan Taylor.
I
Yeah,
knew
a
that
little
was
bit.
coming.
A little bit. It's really nice having the future MVP on your team.
It's kind of nice, isn't it? We're taking too damn long here.
It's okay. We don't have waivers to talk about
Already-
anyways.
Well, I was getting there if you would let me finish. We're recording early this week, recording on a Tuesday, so we don't have waivers just yet. Sneak peek, I already have 5 waiver claims in, just saying. So in that case, I think Mr. Melka has a filler for this segment. You want to let us know what you're thinking about?
Sure. So before we go into this filler, this is post recording Kyle here. There were a couple trades that happened yesterday and the day before. Not going to get into them right now. We will talk about them in depth next week. So we're at the midpoint, boys. Actually, we're past the midpoint of the regular season. So I think it's a
This is
fair...
it, isn't it?
Huh? No.
Isn't this the actual what?
14 regular season weeks for us. So
Yeah.
last week would have been week 7 would have been the
Shit.
midpoint. We're past it.
Oh, okay.
So I think this is a fair time to go back and take a look at what we didn't expect from this season, what we did expect from this season, what we were right and wrong about. Cough, cough, big boy club. And just kind of go back and review the first half of the season. How's that sound?
Sure.
Great answer.
Excitement.
I don't know
Insert
why you want to.
excitement here.
I don't know why you want to do this. We just know we're wrong.
I mean, we can
So
do
I just
something
want you
else.
guys to admit that you're wrong. This is what I want you guys to do. Is
I'm
for you to
also
tell
wrong.
me-
Hey, I am also wrong.
you're
I
wrong.
also thought Big Boy Club was gonna be good.
Okay, fine. We'll start there. We'll start. Although I've talked about it plenty, but again, I did say that him picking a bunch of crappy rookies was going to hinder him, and here we are. I did say that.
True.
I did say that. However, I did not see this much of a detriment, admittedly, but I said it.
2-6 is crazy for a team that I think we all expected to be in the playoffs at minimum.
Well, wasn't he in the Super Bowl last year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite the fall off.
Yeah, he finished second.
Yeah.
Correct.
And
Let me put it this way,
uh-huh.
because I agree that, because I was one of the biggest people, pounding my chest about Big Boy.
Yep.
Let me put it this way. Someone had to horribly underperform.
True.
We knew it wasn't going to be Barn Burners because apparently he's doing devil worship in the corner.
I called that.
We all knew he was doing devil worship, though. That's the thing.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He was doing devil worship.
He's
somebody at
absolutely
the top
insane.
had to flop.
That's why he's got so
And-
many trophies next to his name. Devil worship.
This year it happens to be
Big boy.
So you know what? It's a temporary setback, put it that way.
I don't disagree. I think he's not going to do anything this year. He's not going to be able to come out of this now.
Nope.
But looking at his team, I still think he has a good team for the future. I don't think his team is like going to be a perennial bottom tier team. I think he will bounce back.
How many old guys does he have?
Josh Jacobs is old-ish, not really. He's what, 26, 27?
He's 27.
So he's at the edge of his prime. Devontae Adams is old. He's got Lamar Jackson.
He's like 28. For a
That
running
is
quarterback, that's like 90.
No, he's fine for years with Lamar. He's got 2 old receivers in Godwin and Adams. I'll give you that. His receiver situation doesn't look great, but I don't know. I feel like he'll be fine. Moving on from Big Boy
Okay,
Club
moving
though, Slap Your Mama.
That's what I was gonna say. I'm like Slap kind of fell off too a little bit.
Yeah,
I
he
mean,
fell off.
3 and 5 is somewhat recoverable, but it's looking
He
pretty
needs to win a lot of games.
So with him, it was a lot of it was a lot of injuries because right away Bucky and CD went down.
Yep.
So without his only running back, B, one of his 2 great receivers, without both of those guys, obviously there's not much to write home about.
Right.
Oh, and not to mention the Eagles refused to throw the ball for the first 4 weeks.
Yeah, Hurts is still putting up solid numbers, though. He's only had 1 week under 20 points. I was just looking at that, too, and I'm actually surprised looking at his stats. I thought there would be more diversity in here. But yeah, there's only one game in here under 20.
Push, push.
Right, exactly. That's exactly what it is.
That's exactly what it is.
CD being hurt sucks. Kittle being hurt sucks. Not having a solid answer for or running back 2 sucks. So, and he's got a lot of low end players on his defense. So, I think he'll keep his core. Obviously, that he'll be fine with that. But if he starts winning a lot, he can make a push this year. He's gonna have to make a lot of waiver wires moves for that.
I think if he wins this week, Bucky's coming back. He's gonna start looking dangerous again. But I think this is a make or break year. Make or break year. Make or break week.
Yeah. If he gets Bucky back and Bucky's playing at his full, maybe he gets a chance if his defense starts playing up to a standard, just any standard. I think he's been unlucky on that side of the ball on top of the injuries. So I'm surprised at where he's at right now. I think he has to win at least this week to, continue to have a chance to make a push this year. But yeah, he needs to make some moves to make that happen.
He's also got a really winnable game ahead of him.
True. Against Endzone Gods. Although Endzone Gods been playing well. Endzone Gods
It's still a winnable game.
Yep. He's been putting up some good points.
Last week he only put up 161.
Yeah, true. Are we at all surprised about Lights Camera Ashton
Sucking or
being on the bottom of the league?
Being on the bottom of the division. The only thing about his team that was surprising is that Travion Henderson is garbage.
Yeah, the Patriots really haven't done anything with him, have they?
No.
They don't like to give him the ball for some reason.
He had 10 carries last week, so he actually did something. But he's not been fantasy relevant at all. He hasn't, outside of last week, really hasn't touched the ball either. So that's been my big shocker about his team.
Okay.
But outside of that, we all knew his team was really young. We all knew he stacked up on draft picks and picked a bunch of rookies.
Looking forward.
So I'm not shocked that he's struggled.
True.
But he's probably going to be really good down the road.
That's what I was going to ask next. Looking forward to future years. How do you feel he's going to be? Looking at his rookie running backs right now, alongside JSN, Wan'Dale Robinson, who he probably won't keep. Jalen Waddle.
No, probably not.
Xavier Worthy. You think is?
I was gonna say he needs one more solid draft before he's like
gonna be relevant again.
Like he's dangerous right now. He's really dangerous right now.
Mm-hmm.
But one more solid draft for him to be like
playoff contender dangerous.
He already is kind of. He's like there. He just needs to be more consistent.
Sure.
He's like almost there. He's almost there. He just needs a little bit more, and then he'll be one of like the top 3-4 teams. But he gave away his first round pick, which is kind of big. And I think he also gave away his second round pick. So it's going to be a little bit hard for that to happen.
Okay.
Nope, just his first.
So, Jay, I'm going to talk about you now.
Why, though?
Because Mr. 5-3 sitting second in his division, ranked fourth in the league. Mr. I'm going to have the 101 next year. How's that going?
Well, we knew, let me put it this way. We knew that the team was mediocre, right?
Okay.
Like I took it over. They were literally middle of the pack.
Yep.
6 out of 12.
Yep.
I made some impulsive decisions.
True. Some for better, some for worse.
Right. I mean, honestly, I don't hate the Myles Garrett one at this point.
Fair enough.
Because he's definitely won me like at least 2 games.
Mm-hmm. I feel like CJ Stroud hasn't been a terrible choice.
No, not at all.
For the price he gave up, no.
For CJ, I still look back on it very fondly, just for the fact that it was so early in the morning that I put that trade out there, and we were in the car because it had happened to be that the 3 of us happened to be going somewhere together. We were all in the car, and I'm just on my phone all of a sudden. Oh my god. Because I did not think that I would get that, especially in the first offer. And the thing is that next week I put him in and he put up 30 points for me. He was doing better than at the time. I was running T-Law and T-Law wasn't getting 30 points. So like I've made a couple good additions. The JT one is gonna completely depend on
future.
What I do with that first round pick, right? Like if I get lucky and I hit on somebody, then you know what? Maybe it's a win. Maybe it's a work. But if I get unlucky and it turns out to be a bust, then I would say that, Austin fleeced me like I have been for the last couple of weeks. So I'm pleasantly surprised with where I'm at. Let me put it this way. I'm pleasantly surprised where I'm at. I fully expect to finish right around 500.
Okay.
I think I'm going to lose this week pretty comfortably.
I don't know about that. I put up a pretty trash score last week.
Yeah, but I'm really hurting this week when it comes to buys and injuries.
Sure.
So it's really going to be, for me, the hardest thing right now is I'm really stuck in between, do I push to try to see if I can just win as many games as I can? Or do I try to stockpile guys who I think will be good for next year, right? Like, especially right now with my guys getting hurt. I have a lot of really good defensive guys that are getting hurt.
Right.
And like all day today, that's what I was thinking about. I was racking my brain about, do I keep this guy on my bench and lose games because I'm not going to have, you know, maybe a possible guy I can fit in for the season? Or do I make a waiver claim? And like right now, I'm making waiver claims because I'm like, you know what? Let me just try to see if I can, you know, win a few more games here. So pleasantly surprised, but I'm expecting the downfall. Put it that way.
Okay. Should we try to get Austin to talk about his team without gloating too much, Jay?
Nah, because we all kind of knew he'd be up there.
So
We all kind of knew.
I'll go over it quick. There's no surprise about my team except for the fact of how resilient it's been. Because I have had several setbacks and I'm still putting up good numbers,
So
which completely surprises me.
we don't need to
That
talk
took you
about
long enough.
we don't need to talk about barn burners.
I think we hit the big ones. I think
Yeah.
we hit all the ones that are like kind of
We
standouts.
we honestly didn't even need to talk about me.
I tried to say that.
The big four were Jade, Slap, Big Boy, and LCA.
I mean, I would even say that I didn't need to be on the list because, like I said, my team was 500 last year.
Yeah, but
and
you're
I'm
here.
only-
We might as well talk about you.
All right, fine.
Because you are kind of a surprise, at least to yourself. You said that you're going to be the worst team, and here you are.
Yes,
second
I
in the
did not
division.
have very high expectations. That's
Right.
very true.
So
and honestly, the performance, I've been very. If you anyone wants to talk about luck, I've been kind of lucky when it comes to teams putting up very piss poor numbers against me and eking out wins. So put it that way.
You are on the lower end of points against. So
Yep.
Yeah, no, I'm fully aware of it.
I mean, you've got
I'm not
more.
naive.
You've
Fair
got
enough.
more
I
against
know.
than me, more against than Dad, more against.
Papa Melka has the least.
Yeah, Papa Melka has the least. You're about even with concussors. So yeah, you are on the lower end, like probably third or fourth lowest points against. But yeah, no, I think it was right to talk about you because you had said early in the season that you thought you were going to be on the lower end of the league, and here you are sitting fourth and with a very reasonable look at playoffs. We only got 6 weeks left for playoff
Savage.
spots.
Crying.
Yeah, I
Crying in the
know.
corner.
I mean, we don't have much time left before playoffs start. So yeah,
All
I
right,
think
let's
we
get
talked
into
about
this.
the ones.
Let's get into our recap. We've been chatting for a minute. Let's get into it. Our week 8 recap, as per the usual. I'll run through all the games and we'll chat about them at the end. Boys, are you ready for week 8 recap?
Absolutely not.
Well, too bad you're getting it anyway. First up, we got the podcast bowl. We'll just do it nice and early. Snake versus Melka. We talked about it. We hinted at it. Mr. Snake won, of course, because he's just that good.
Sad.
Next up, we got. No one laughed. That was kind of funny. I just kind of sit there laughing by myself. It's fine, whatever.
I was
Sad.
struggling to get the fucking air horn note. Hold up. There we go.
There it is. Okay.
Anyway, did you hear that? I didn't hear that.
I didn't hear anything.
Next up, we got Slap Your Mama versus Lights Camera Ashton. Slap getting the win.
He's back. Question mark. He's
Question
back.
mark.
Lights Camera Ashton falling back in the L train
Yep.
with a decent performance. I mean, 168
It's all right.
would have beaten me on most weeks.
Would have beat me
It's
this
all
week.
right.
It would have beat almost half the
But,
league.
back. You know, he tried. That's all that matters. That sounds like more of a shot. It's not meant to be. Anyway, next up we got Concussors versus Barn. We already know Barn gets the win. Concussors
Yep.
put up kind of a horrible week, not gonna lie.
Yep.
After that, we got Big Boy Club versus End Zone. End Zone getting the win. Big Boy, another putting up kind of a piss poor week, not gonna lie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's
Probably
he's
done.
done.
Yeah.
It's over, Johnny. Put him in a body bag.
Next up, we got First Don Hans
Hans.
versus T-Rex. putting up the most points of the week, as we hinted at earlier. I get the win.
Crazy.
I'm not gonna lie. I saw that I was at 200 points, and I was like, "Yo, we gotta change." I hit 200, and I had 3 players left or 4 players left, and I was like, "I already have the win, but I could hit a nice score this week."
Oh
And I
yeah,
hit that 235, and you know what? I will take it.
that's a good score.
And last but not least, for our week 8 recap, we had possibly
The game
the
of the
closest
week.
game of the season.
This is the game of the week.
Absolutely game of the week that no one saw coming.
Nobody saw it coming.
Pineapple versus high class. Pineapple getting the less than one, no, just over a point win.
Yep.
1.12.
1.12.
This could still be decided by a
That's-
stat adjustment.
It could be, yeah.
That's a crazy game right there.
The stat adjustment happened. I believe it was a tackle taken away from Pineapple Express, and that gives High Class the win. I think the bigger note is the scores they put up, because I don't think
Yeah, I
anybody
agree.
expected. I mean, Pineapple does this every once in a
Right.
while. I don't think anybody was ready for High Class to do this again. He did it a couple times earlier in the season, and we were like, oh, maybe he's going to be good. And then he died again, and we're like, okay, he's definitely back to the bottom. But then he just does this out of nowhere again. I don't
Back to
understand
formula.
what this team is.
He's always been like that though, where he's just 130 every week, and then one week he's like, nah, dial
230.
it up, dial it up, 230. Nah, we run this week. Next week we're gonna go back.
The
But
problem
this
for
week,
his is he lost though. He puts up
That is really
227 and still loses, which is highly unfortunate for him.
Yep.
Because a win this week, if he continues, could have, looking at 3 and 5, you start putting some games together. But yeah, I think losing kind of puts him out of it.
yeah. Are we calling it all the 2 and 6 teams are done now?
I think we
I
can
would say it's
call
a safe
that,
bet.
yeah.
Okay.
Mathematically, obviously
Because
not
I
yet,
got
but
so much flack for saying Big Boy once he lost last week, the week prior to the one we're recapping, that he was done. You're like, no, he's still got a chance. So I'm just wondering when it's safe to
I
say
had
that.
to.
well,
had to
the reason
I had
I
to stick on my guy, right?
Yeah.
Like, come on.
The reason I stuck on Big Boy being a potential candidate to come out of it was because he had the schedule to potentially go on a 3 or 4 game run, but losing the first one of that series kind of, I think, puts it out. 7 and 7 teams do make it, but I don't see them winning enough games to end the season to get to that point.
Anyway, to wrap up our week 8 recap, just a little couple fun facts as per usual. Green Division, actually put in some work this week,
Yes, they
going
did.
4-2 against the division.
Made a little bit of a comeback.
Not that it matters who wins more games, but we're trying to keep track of some things here. The average score this week was a 186.61. First time that I think I've actually been above the average.
That's not true. You've been above it a couple times.
That's not true. You've been it a couple times.
I'm trying to be funny, all right?
I'm trying to
I will say
be a comedian.
an interesting thing about the average score this week was there were 6 teams that went over 200, and the other 6 teams all stayed under 170. It was completely split. There was it was the top half and the bottom half, and there was no in between.
Not really, no. There were so before the Monday night games, there were only like 2, maybe a third team that actually hit that 200 point. So I was like, damn, these scores are bum this week.
Yeah.
They're bum. And then I went to bed because it's the Chiefs. I don't want to watch them be. I was tired. So I went to bed, woke up like one normally does, and
As
I
you
opened
do.
my phone and said, oh, wonder what the scores were. And holy, there's a lot more 200 teams.
Yeah.
And still a lot of piss poor scores.
Still a lot of
It was a
piss-poor
higher
scores.
scoring week, I think, in my opinion.
It should have been, but half the league said, nah, we're gonna tank that number.
Well, the
Me
fact that
being
there
part of the
were-
half of the league that said, nah, we're gonna tank that number. But yeah, no, I just thought it was funny that there was a 35-point gap between the top half and the bottom half of the league. There was just a full split.
Wrapping up our little special facts here. We got our best coach of the week, Big Boy Club again, even though he only put up 128.
Perfect score, baby.
Perfect score. Are we sure we
Another
shouldn't change
perfect
up the
score.
ruling on this, or are we
I mean, I'm not gonna lie.
rocking?
Going into the week, I was like, oh, I probably am pretty close to getting coach of the week here because I'm putting up a lot of points. I mean, I got to do the right thing. No,
No.
nope,
Nope.
No,
not it.
I
no,
also only missed by 6
no.
points, and yeah.
Is that Big Boy's second perfect score?
I think so.
I think so too.
I'm not 100%.
As much crap as we're talking about him, if he put up a perfect score again.
Yep.
He's a great coach with what he's got. He's
Great,
doing the
yeah,
best.
he's
with what
doing the
got.
best he can.
So
That's the truth.
got a team player right over there. Who's the worst coach? Who is it?
The worst coach this week was T-Rex, the guy I played.
Oof.
But the saving grace, it was only by 35 points. So it wasn't like it was 70 points or
Right.
some
I
ridiculous
feel
margin.
like that's one of the
That's actually
worst coach of the weeks. It might be
that's
the
actually
closest.
almost uncharacteristic.
Yeah, I think
I feel like 1 week we
Bipocalypse-
had a close. That's true. I think 1 week we had a coach of the week who had 35 points off.
Yeah, I think so.
So actually, everyone did pretty good.
I
Good job,
feel
guys.
like Bipocalypse had a big role in that. There's a lot of guys on bye this week, and a lot of guys injured this week.
Most likely,
Yeah, I think that's really what like I was going through some of the teams. I think that's going to affect how, we look at best and worst coach, especially the next like probably 3 weeks here
Mm-hmm.
between buys and injuries because
Right.
like even me, like I just don't have a lot of options to have a bad week. You know what I mean? Like I'm only having 3 or 4 guys that could possibly play outside of my starters.
Right.
But
And the good
on that
news
note-
about that is that the good news about that is that everybody has guys that are either sucking or hurt or dead. So
Yeah, it's not just
So
it's
which
not
week
just
is
your
hurt
team.
or dead.
I'm looking at you, person listening to this podcast. It's not just your team.
I'm staring
Everybody's
into the
dealing
camera.
with it.
We all
you
have
could be
injuries.
coach of the week too.
You could also be the worst coach of the week by 30 points.
You could also suck.
But on that note, boys, let's get this recap for this week 8 out of the way. What's your last big thoughts from week 8? Hey, anything that stood out to you?
Podcast Bowl did not go my way this week, and I'm hoping that changes
Oh,
next
it
week.
went
That's not standing
the
out.
best way.
That's not standing out. That's obvious. I'm talking about something that you want to talk about outside of the norm.
The pineapple high class game was crazy. They put up way too many points.
I wish we hyped it up more. I really wish we hyped it up more because it
Okay,
deserved it.
Who knew though? Who knew?
Yeah,
that
I
was
don't think
gonna
anybody
happen,
was
right?
expecting. I think
Nobody.
everybody was kind of thinking that would be a comfortable win for Pineapple, and he was sweating his balls off, I'm sure.
Okay, so here's the thing. We're going to wrap up this segment, right? We're going to go into the predictions for next week, and I'm going to hype up the worst matchup like crazy because of this.
All right.
I don't even know what it is. I haven't even
It's
looked at
Big
it.
Boy
Let's-
Club High
here,
Class
shout 'em
Dumpster
at me.
Divers.
Shout 'em at me.
Go for your week 9.
You get the week 9 matchups when I say you get the week 9 matchups.
Dang.
Damn.
You don't get the week 9 matchups when you want them.
I want them.
When can I have them?
When I say, boy,
Please, sir. Can I have some more?
I have some week 9 matchups.
Can I have a week 9 match? You're like Lionel Messi.
Alrighty, boys. How about we get into our week 9 matchups, eh?
Let's do it.
Yes, please.
Bro, sound more defeated. God damn.
Sound more defeated. You're on a 7-game win streak.
Totally couldn't have the matchups. I want the matchups.
You don't get no matchups unless I say you get matchups. Anyway, first up, we got First Don Hans
Hans.
versus Little Melka in the Podcast Bowl rematch
Whoa.
/ the Battle of the 5 and 8s. Not 5 and 8s, 5 and 3s.
5 and
My bad.
3s.
What am I talking about?
Jesus Christ. So you guys suck? 5 and 8? Wow.
A little time travel there. But yeah, no, in another podcast bowl, the Battle of the 5 and 3s. I think I'm gonna get worked just because I don't have any players.
That is,
How
unless
do you
my
feel,
team
sir?
does what it did last week. I also don't have Baker, which may be a good thing after what happened last week, I guess. I don't know. Hopefully Kyler
I'd say
plays.
Baker
Otherwise,
didn't do much for you.
if Kyler doesn't play, I'm going to be scrambling for a waiver wire quarterback. So, you know,
Damn Darnold.
maybe.
I mean, hey, Hey,
Is he still
there's
out there?
potential out there.
He's still out there. There's a little Sam Darnold waiting for some love.
Next up, we got Slap versus End Zone Gods. We got Concussors versus T-Rex. We got Big Boy Club versus High Class in the battle of the 2 and 6s. We got Pineapple versus Lights Camera Action. All right, the last matchup of the week, we have the 7 and 1 bowl. We have Barn versus Mr. Snake. Now you can say your piece. Go for it.
So first of all, the laughing, Austin, is that supposed to be you or Barn Burners? Because that's been Barn
it's
Burners
Papa
all
Melka.
season.
It's Papa Melka.
He's
that's
in
straight
the
up Papa
walls.
Melka.
He's in the goddamn walls.
He's in.
It's in the walls.
But your 2 and 6 bowl, Austin, that's the game you're looking for. Big Boy Club versus High Class Dumpster Divers. What do you got to say about it?
I'm feeling Custer's Rex. That seems like the
You
more
think?
least obvious matchup. That seems like the more least obvious matchup.
Okay. All right.
Absolutely.
Tell me how this is going to be the game of the week.
Custer's versus Rex.
Yeah.
Game of the week by far. So Saquon finally putting up numbers for Rex for once, but he tore his I don't know, he hurt his butt. I forgot what happened to him, but he got out of the game and he was not happy.
Well,
he's also on
bye.
bye, so he doesn't have him. He also is on bye, so he doesn't have him. Guess what? Tyler Algier, he is going to pick up a fumble from whoever starts at quarterback, and he's going to take it to the end zone. Going to be the most dramatic touchdown that has ever happened, and Drake London is still going to be hurt. But on the other side of the team, we got Concussors, right?
Yep.
Who has been absolutely garbage. But
you got
Tony
Daniel
Pollard
Jones.
is going to have Tony Pollard is going to have a career-winning game for forever, and it's going to be a 189 to 189.3.
Oh my!
Finale.
That is a prediction.
Concussors taking the win.
Oh.
Because Daniel Jones rushed for more yards than Drake May did.
Honestly, I'd be okay with that. I would be okay with T-Rex taking an L this week. Take some pressure off of me to win.
T-Rex is going to be really mad because he tunes in only for the T-Rex love, and right now he's getting nothing. But hey, hold up. Tyler Algier picking up a fumble from a quarterback for a touchdown is awesome.
It's awesome.
All right, and if that happens, I don't know what to do. But that's what this is the game of the week. Not the highest scoring game of the week, but the most hyped game of the week. 180, whatever I said, to 180.5.
Damn.
215 to 199.99.
Whoa.
So the one game that I want to talk about is the game that everyone probably wants to talk about because it's the battle of the 2 top teams right now.
Yeah.
And the sad part is
the projection
I think it's a lose-lose
so
situation for the rest of us. Because if Snake wins, we all get to hear about him being the emperor and everything else, right?
Mm-hmm.
Have I once done that this year? I have just done the freaking.
You're trying to play
the
it
storm.
off
This
like,
is approaching.
You're trying to play it off like Barn is the emperor when we all know the true emperor is you.
It's Barn,
now.
guys.
Yeah, see, he's even trying now.
Guys, it is Barn. He's the bad guy. Ignore me hiding in the corner with a hood on.
Guy.
Yeah. You're Darth Jar Jar at this point, all right?
No, I am not. He's not that.
Anyway, I think that this will probably determine who has the favor, I would say, to be the number 1
in the league.
Yeah. I mean, you could call it a fluke game. You could call it doesn't matter. It's whatever else. I think this is going to show who really is the top dog.
Fair enough.
I'm hoping, you know what, for podcast sake, I'm hoping it's you, Mr. Snake. I'm hoping it's you.
Ooh, I thought you were going to say opposite so that you don't hear me talk about it. Ooh.
I really would like to not add another trophy to that rack of trophies that is racking up next to Barnburner's name.
There's a lot there.
That's fair.
There's a lot there.
So
there's a lot. So obviously this is the one everyone wants to talk about. Kyle, I'm gonna let you say your piece, and then since I'm participating, I'll say mine at the end.
So my entire thing and piece about this game is just the flea flicker hating you projection. You're projected to lose by 14 points, which is hilarious to me. I don't think that's how the game's gonna actually end, because flea flicker's never right in their projections. I honestly don't know who wins this game, and
it's a complete 50-50 in my book.
It really is. And I mean, I would love for you to beat Barn Burners just because it helps me in my division potentially. but at the same time, like it would be I'm very intrigued just to see the reaction of both of you at the end of this week. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, that's my piece. I have no idea who's gonna win this game. Barn Burners losing would help me in my division potentially if he can lose to me in the second half of the season, which we all know won't happen. But yeah, I'm very interested to see what happens in this game.
Okay. First of all, I'm gonna get a little. We're gonna rewind the clock to. I've been in the league for 3 years at this point. I think right. Sounds about right.
Sounds about right. 3 or 4.
3 or 4 years. The team I inherited was absolute dog shit.
Yeah.
And like Jay, I made some questionable moves to start.
Yes.
Made some trades that pretty much all backfired.
Yeah.
And even going back to the first episode of the podcast last year, I'm like, again, like Jay, I'm voting myself. I'm like, this is the worst team in the league. My team isn't good.
I do remember that.
I went on to win 13 games last year after that, which no one predicted because my team was supposed to be bad. My team was supposed to be bad.
And then you became the emperor.
Sitting here, I did become the emperor, and I slightly apologized for it, but it was fun while it lasted.
You don't apologize. It was funny.
It was pretty funny. But yeah, sitting here 8 weeks in and being talked about as one of the top teams is still like I'm aware of it. I'm completely aware of it. I downplay it a lot, but I'm aware that I do have a really solid team. But it still feels really weird to me because of the 4 years where I was horrible. Pretty much back-to-back first-round picks, or first overall pick. Yeah. So that being said, I am very nervous for this matchup. I know that this is going to be judged by everyone.
Yeah, everybody's
as like, ooh, these are the top 2 teams. I wonder who's going to come out. And if it's me, fucking fantastic. If it's Barn, we all know he's the emperor and he wants to take everyone down. Hell, he texted me this morning. He's like, you better stop scoring points because I need to be the best. And I just want everybody to remember, I was very insufferable as the first place winner last year. I was very insufferable, but I haven't won anything. We're also aware of this. And we see the trophy rack that Papa Melka is stacking up right now. Do we really want another trophy there?
So what you're saying is you're the Buffalo Bills facing the Kansas City Chiefs in the AFC Championship. Is that what you're saying right now?
Sure. Sure. That's what we're saying.
Look at it.
Come on. Are we going to root for freaking Rashee Rice, Mr. Speeding, driving, and killing people? He didn't kill anyone. All right. Hold up. He didn't kill anyone. We'll preface that. He didn't actually murder people. I'm not saying he did, but he was dangerously, recklessly driving. That did happen. Or are we rooting for America's sweetheart, Puka Nacua? I think the choice is obvious. Mic drop. That's it. That's my spiel.
Okay.
All right, we get it. 7-1 Bowl is the game of the week. All right, we understand.
Yeah.
Moving on. Hold up. The Podcast Bowl. 2 5-3 teams. Both teams are very inconsistent with their scoring. Sometimes they can put up 1 million points. Sometimes they can put up 1 million pennies of points. So 1,000
I would say
points.
that one of the 2 teams is inconsistent. The
So
other one is pretty
1,000
consistently
points.
average.
Like I said, I'm 5-3. All 5 of my wins, I've put up over 195 points. All 3 of my losses, I've put up under 170. So I just need to pass 195.
So looking at matchups, Rico Dowdle should be getting more touches. So, but he's going up against Green Bay, who's a red matchup.
Take everything you see in my lineup with a grain of salt because it will probably change about 8 times between now and game time.
Fair enough. Judging by what we have right now, this is going to be a very tough matchup for Jay to win. I'll be for real, but he's not out of it.
I'm out of it. It's okay. You can say it.
He's
I don't think you're out of it. If Kyler Murray can play against Dallas,
hold up. No, go ahead. I'm gonna wait for you. Go ahead.
If Kyler Murray can play against Dallas, I'm hopeful that I have a solid quarterback this week. Other than that, I think the rest of my offense is gonna do what it's been doing. Just putting up solid numbers. With a chance at a chase boom. That's really where I'm at. And then I just hope my defense puts up anything at this point because I don't know what my defense is at any point ever. Go ahead.
Pity party. That's all it was. Pity party.
Mr.
Man knows that he is a very solid team.
Maybe.
No, okay. You want to keep it?
I've got Kyler Murray in my starting lineup. who might not play.
You traded your first round pick for him
Yep, 2 years ago, and it was a terrible mistake.
2 years ago. Great pickup for you. He has done absolutely everything
He's been a
to
backup
do
quarterback.
everything. He's been great. Another foot injury, he's
Gaming
great.
addiction.
He's great. Did Call of Duty come out yet? No, he didn't. No, it didn't.
He's probably
We're
playing
good.
Battlefield.
Probably.
All right, we're getting long in the tooth. We're talking about gaming now. I think it's
Oh my
getting to
God.
us that it's almost o'clock at night and we're fucking still recording. I'm going to wrap this bad boy up. That's enough for this episode. I'm going to try to be better next week because this episode to me has sucked absolute Donkey Kong.
You say that every week.
Those are always the best ones too.
This one's rough. I'm
The
telling you
donkey-
right now, this
yeah,
one's
this one's
rough.
kind of. Have fun editing, dude. There's been fucking 3 hours of talking for nothing.
Yeah, 3 hours of talking for about 20 minutes of content.
It's been an hour and 20 of recording, but I think I can trim it down to a reasonable time.
All right. On that note, I'm going to get us the hell out of here. Boys, Kyle, good luck. It's going to be one of us, and unfortunately, I think it's going to be you.
Good luck to you
But-
too, and we'll see. I don't know.
Mr. Snake, I'm rooting for you. Beat Barn.
I'm gonna
And for the
try.
rest of the league, good luck, man. Try to enjoy this because time's running out.
Yep, playoffs are
All right,
looming
we'll
around
see
the
ya.
corner.
We'll see you next week. We love you. We'll totally not miss you, but we'll see you next time. See ya.
Later.